Alright, so we wrapped up our trip in North Carolina yesterday afternoon with a trip over to Yates Mill in Raleigh, and then I went for a hike around Lake Johnson, and just enjoyed spending time with the family there, and just had a real good day with everybody. There's a couple nice spots if you're ever in the Raleigh area. Yates Mill and Lake Johnson are two real nice spots just to spend some time and be able to hang out and get outdoors. As for today, this has been our view the entire day on the way to Virginia. So, as you can see, it's raining pretty good. We left Raleigh this morning about 8 o'clock, and it is now a little after 3 o'clock, and I don't think we've seen one spot where it hasn't been raining. The good news is, once this gets through today, the rest of the week is supposed to be gorgeous. So we're looking forward to having some beautiful weather up here in Virginia. Shenandoah River State Park is where we're headed. So we're excited to get this part of the trip underway. And you guys make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, so that you can catch that part of the trip. All right, well, we made it into Shenandoah River State Park. Finally stopped raining. So it stopped raining just as we were getting here. So it's looking like we're gonna have at least a chance to set up without getting rained on. Everything's soaking wet. It's freezing cold. But we're excited to be here. The drive-in is very nice. It's up and down and back through the woods and stuff back here. It's a very cool drive so far. Headed back to where the campsites are at. So we're excited to get this part of the trip underway.
You know, and I'm looking for some of the nearest Shenandoah, but I hope.
So we've got out and we're doing some exploring this morning around the park, and our first stop is Overlook, and the view from up here is pretty impressive. And you know, this, you can see down behind us, you can see the river flowing down behind us. There's like a little farm property off in the distance, and then you got the mountain range behind us. It's a great way to start the day, considering we drove for 8 hours in the rain yesterday. But this morning, as you can see, it's beautiful. The weather's nice and cool, but it's not freezing cold. So looking forward to having a really fun day exploring up here in Shenandoah River State Park and Shenandoah National Park. Right down there. Let's zoom in. There's our spot. That's our campsite that we can see from Overlook.
Can I say something, Dad? I am super afraid of heights, but somehow I got over here, and you can see our spot way down there, but you can see a bunch of stuff: the mountains, our campground, our campsite.
Right off the road, headed down to a different trail. There they are. So Dylan has been dying to see snow.
And I finally got to see some.
This is kind of a ice mixture, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, at least I know what snow looks like now. Good, now I'm going to try to make a snowball. Like this?
Yep, throw it at the tree.
Ah.
You missed.
Thank you. Snowball fight!
Ow!
We are now headed to Shenandoah National Forest and Skyline Drive, and it's looking like it's going to be a gorgeous day. It's already feeling really nice out with the sun. Got a high of about 50 right now. I think they were calling for a little bit warmer than that, so we can't complain about that, and it feels really nice out. So we're excited to get over there and check it all out.
I'm super excited. And we saw some white-tailed deer, which was pretty cool. And now we're excited to get to the forest part, the National Forest. So stay tuned.
So right now, this is the Shenandoah Valley Overlook, 1,390 feet. Okay, and this is Signal Knob Overlook, 2,090 feet. So while we were on Skyline Drive, we found this nice picnic area called Elk Wallow.
Yep.
So we decided this looked like a great place to stop and enjoy a little lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So after we finish lunch, we're going to do a little exploring, walk around, and
See some more snow.
some ice,
Snow. Ice slash snow.
and might be some animal tracks, or there could be some animals around. So
We did see animal tracks, maybe from a little baby bear.
it's been pretty cool driving through the mountains. Something that we don't get to see being from Florida.
Yeah, but I'm afraid of heights, and I thank you.
But he's doing good. He's a work in progress.
So we come down and had some lunch at the Elk Wallow picnic area, and there's a nice hiking trail that runs right off of it. Runs down, you can see it's covered in ice right now, but it's a beautiful little walk through the woods. A lot of elevation change, you know, very different than what we're used to in Florida. All Florida hikes are pretty much flat. You want to be in it?
Step back. Back here.
There. So all of our hikes in Florida are pretty well flat. So, you know, getting out in something like this, where you got some elevation change, it's awesome, and we're having a great time out here. Been looking forward to this trip for a long time, and it's not disappointing, that's for sure. The drive up Skyline Drive is awesome. I think we're about as far as we're going to go down. We went about 25 miles down to get to this spot, and we're going to work our way back to the truck and make a few more stops at a couple overlooks on the way back out. But Shenandoah National Park is awesome, definitely. This is the view from 3,000 feet up on Skyline Drive. Such an awesome drive. Alright, so we made it back. Had an amazing day. Yeah. Little tiny buck right there. Exploring Shenandoah River State Park. We went down close to the river, saw some deer down there. Just a beautiful park. So much different than what we're used to. We could sure get spoiled staying at places like this. Shenandoah National Forest, amazing, just amazing. And now we're back here at the state park, getting ready to whoop up some dinner, and there is absolutely no one here. We have some neighbors in a yurt over here beside us, but beyond that, there's maybe 2 or 3 campers left besides ourselves. And I mean, you can see. Right over on the other side of those trees over there, there's one of the few campers that are left. So, but beautiful park. We have really enjoyed spending our weekend here. So we're going to get some dinner going now, and look forward to bringing you guys another part of this adventure tomorrow. Alright, so today we woke up to some very cold and rainy weather. We went over to Mount Vernon to visit George Washington's mansion and take that tour and see the museum over there. It was an awesome time. The weather kind of limited how much video we could get. They don't allow pictures inside the mansion, so we don't have any photographs from inside. We've got a couple from out front and a couple off the back porch overlooking the Potomac River. It's well worth the drive over to check that out. It took us about an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes from Shenandoah River State Park. So not a terrible drive, but like I said, it was kind of rainy, but we didn't let that slow us down. We went over and had a great time. On the way back, we stopped in at Skyline Caverns. Now, this is a place we didn't even know about until we got up here. We actually passed it on the way to the state park. It's a couple miles down the road. So we stopped and checked it out, and that was a pretty awesome surprise. The caverns are lit, so they have different color lights down underneath and light up all the different formations underneath. Takes you down to a maximum depth of about 260 feet underground. So it was a super awesome place. We really enjoyed it. So if you're in the area, if you're ever in the visiting Shenandoah National Park or Shenandoah River State Park, then you know, definitely check that out because it was very cool. The tour guide was very knowledgeable about it, about the history of the caverns, and they also had a mirror maze there that Dylan enjoyed. So Dylan got to do his mirror maze, and overall we had a really good day. Other than, you know, not being able to get as much video as we were hoping to get from George Washington's Mount Vernon mansion. We were hoping to get some more from the outside of that, but the weather kind of put a halt to doing very much video at all over on that.
So this is pretty much wrapping up our Virginia trip. We'll be leaving in the morning and heading to Tennessee. So Dylan, you want to tell everybody what your favorite part of Virginia was?
I liked a couple of the things. The mirror maze, George Washington's house, seeing snow for the first time. But if I had to pick my favorite...
It's too much to pick?
Yeah.
With the caverns neat?
Yeah. Yeah, just a lot of walking.
A lot of walking, yeah. The whole trip in the caverns is about, it ends up being about 1.1 miles. So it is up and down, and there's some elevation changes obviously as you go down and then come back up through the caverns. So the range finally moved out. It cleared out this evening. We took a drive down. We saw some deer. Got some great video and some great pictures of some deer. Saw a small buck. And we're going to enjoy our last night here at Shenandoah River State Park. It's been amazing. Definitely a place we'd like to come back to in the fall, you know, when the trees still have their leaves and they're turning color, because the place is just, it's just an amazing view all the way around, and it's situated in an amazing part of Virginia. So definitely something that we'll be back for. So we'll enjoy our last night. We'll get everything hooked up, get packed up early in the morning, and we're off to Anchor Down RV Resort in Tennessee. While we're there, we're going to make the drive over and visit Cades Cove. Maybe take Dylan into Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge. We've had him out in the boonies for about 5 or 6 days. So we'll get him back into some civilization, something other than campground food. It's been an awesome trip so far, and we're looking forward to our next leg of it. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do that so you can keep up on this trip, and we'll catch you guys later.